that cool? It's cool. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe one day when we get a nicer ride or more performance ride, we'll experiment with that and have a little more fun. So good morning, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon. Today we are doing a little maintenance video on the work wagon over there. Needs an oil change, and I just kind of want to maybe just give like a rundown of like what all I put into it money wise to make it work out a little bit better. But yeah, so today we are going to take care of that. I've got to go actually pick up the oil today and pick up some chemicals, and yeah, just kind of talk. And I haven't posted in like a week or so, and I really want to post more often, so yeah, I figured why not, we'll just show this because I try to be self-sufficient, do everything on my own. So that is what we are going to do today. So I'm just going to run to the store, go pick some stuff up, and we will pick this up when Chester's in the driveway. And just like that, we're back. I changed. It's hot. I wasn't expecting to get hot today, but it did. So now we're going to start working on this. I actually kind of wasn't even wanting to do it because I got all sweaty and got irritated because I don't like sweating that much. But yeah, no, here we are. We are ready to change this big old girl's oil, and it's definitely due for it. I haven't done it in a while. But yeah, no, we are gonna do that. So it's funny, like, there's a lot of people will be like, oh, well, it's just convenient to go to the oil change places like Jiffy Lube or whatever, but like, you hear the horror stories of how they mess up or they put dirty oil in it or whatever, but also they're just expensive. Like, you know, they say, oh, come in for a $20 oil change, and then all of a sudden by the time you leave, you're, you know, 50, 60, 70 bucks in, and it's ridiculous. And they always tack on, and then depending on who you go to, they just tack stuff on like crazy. So I always do it myself. All of our rigs I do for them. My truck, Pathfinder, this, her old Kia that she had, every car I've ever owned I've done it for. I never, even my new ones, I don't really take it to the dealership. I'm like, it's easier for me just to do it than to be charged. Like, I mean, even like the quick lanes for like an oil change is like $140. It's ridiculous. And I know that because I used to work at some newer car lots that did them. So and it's just gone up since then. I used to work at them like 6 years ago, and they've just gone up since then, the last few years. But yeah, so we are gonna do that. Got everything I need. Got the long life oil filter, good lord, the oil, which is 530, pan, puppy pads, gotta need those. Need to get more of those because I make a mess when I do this, because I use this crappy like $2 pan and dump everything back into the gallon jug so I can put it on the street and then they come take it. But yeah, so we are gonna do that. And I think I spent, because I had not counting the oil that I got for the Pathfinder and the filter, I think I spent maybe $49 total, $53 total, something like that on all this. So yeah, it's just for me it's cheaper, and it just takes like, you know, 10, 15, 20 minutes or so. So I'm not too worried about it. Plus I get distracted and kind of piss off and do my own thing. I don't know why I always do that, but I do. But yeah, no, it's been kind of a pain to try to film lately because, well, I've had a bunch of details of like, sweet, we could film, but everybody that I've talked to film, I ask them, they say no. But they're cool with me taking pictures and putting on the Instagram for the glamour shots of the cars and stuff when I'm done with them and before I'm done with them and stuff. But yeah, they're all nervous about being filmed, and so I respect their wishes and I don't film. And you know, we've been so busy. I've been working every day since, I think since we posted the last video. It's just been constant every single day, which I love because that means I'm staying busy. But yeah, it's just been crazy busy, and yeah, it's just a lot of stuff going on. Hopefully we'll be able to start doing more. And I actually got a couple other things I need to do to the cars too, because I got to do work on the Pathfinder that'll take a couple days, and then my truck's all doing its own thing, so I got to fix all that too. But yeah, but we're just pretty much just focusing on good old Chester. And yes, I named him Chester because he's a big creepy white van, but he's also the work wagon. But his name is Chester from the first day I drove him. I was like, it's Chester, no doubt about it, it's Chester. So I'm gonna crawl under here, set everything up, and then I'm just gonna start draining her. Let's do that right now. All right, we are under here, and yeah, she's not, or I guess he in this case, he's not the happiest boy. He's leaky. It does have an oil leak, as you can tell here, but I have no clue how much oil is actually in here, because last time I did it, it all was pretty good, you know, substantial amount, obviously, because they're supposed to be, but there's always something that goes on with these, especially when you get a rig that has, you know, 240,000+ miles on it. Oh man. And I am using a bolt rounder wrench just because that's what I got right now. All right, we're correct. Let's see how dark this is. It's probably gonna either be super dark or not a lot. So I guess we'll find out. I need to do a little bit more. All right. Watch this not be the oil, it's the transmission fluid. Look at that. Hey, don't make a mess. Ha! I didn't make a mess. That's awesome. And yeah, this is just a simple little oil change. Honestly, oh wow, it really actually had a lot of oil. It's so weird how it doesn't read on the pressure gauge. But I mean, it's just a simple little oil change. It's nothing exciting, but I figured I might as well film because it's something to film. And starting new, I feel like that's what I need to do. Yeah, now, yeah, look at her, she's all draining. Just like let every little thing drain out of her. At least it doesn't smell burnt or anything, so that's good. Yeah, it's a leaky boy though, so it is what it is, I guess. Just don't want the camera to get splattered with oil because I've seen that happen. No, I don't want to really. Okay, let's just drag it over. Yeah. Alright, I think we are donezo. Yeah, she's just dripping now, so we're gonna shove you back in there, little buddy. Alright, look at that. Oh no! So many terrible things are happening into here. Wasn't too much of a struggle at all. Yeah, she came off. I used this one this time, this little grab wrench. I love that thing. First time it's actually ever worked for me, so that's kind of fun. But yeah, I still will never understand why they put the frame rail or the K-frame or whatever, the support frame, the engine mounts, all that fun stuff, right where the filter is and all drains out. I'll never understand that. But yeah, no, there wasn't anything really in there, so we're gonna slap the other one on real fast. And literally it's been like, I don't know, 5 minutes or so of me doing this. And surprisingly, that filter popped right off. Which I didn't think it would, to be honest with you. Oh, yes. Yep, same filter. Right. Now let's weasel my hand up in there. Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, yes. This is awesome. Uh-huh. Is it on there? All right. It's actually on there. Look at that, all brand new, going right up on there. And I still gotta wipe all that crap off the back end of it as well, or off of the frame. Oh, I got rust in my eyes. Is that bad for you? I think it is. I just hand tighten it in there, call it all good and gravy. We're gonna use the rag that I was wiping everything off with. I think that is it. I know that there's probably more. Let's see with the camera. No, I don't think so. But I always like to go through and just do a good wipe just in case something leaks out or spills out. You know, you never know with all these fun things, especially working on cars. You never really can trust anything because they are meant to fail, and boy howdy do they fail. So we are going to dump the filter out in here, the old one. But like, yeah, you can see, I don't know how long it's been since it's been pulled out, but look at all the rust building up on it. And that thing was tight too. Like, that was in there. All right, we added a gallon. Rumor says it takes 6 quarts. I think, what was it, gallon like 5? Yeah, 5 quarts is the jug says. We're gonna go off what the jug says. But rumor has it takes 6. So we will see. Looks like it's already full. I want to put 5 in it. But I like to let it settle before I have to pull them out. But yeah, no, I'm owning, you know, vehicles for your business. It's so important to check your fluids, all that fun stuff, because working for FedEx Ground, and I worked for Waste Management for a while, that was like preached, like always do pre-trips, post-trips, all that stuff. And when you don't, and something happens, especially when you're in that kind of a job, it really becomes your butt if you don't report anything or there's no paper trail for you. So like, even for this, like I check this probably once every 4 trips, 4 detail trips. So yeah, 4 jobs I probably check the oil just to make sure. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, that's right where it needs to be. I always check it just because I've seen a lot of my jobs that I've had that are drive jobs where they don't do that. They don't check them. Something catastrophic happens, and then all of a sudden, when you look at it, when you go back and look at the paperwork, somebody else, oh look, no leaks. So you know you did it right when there ain't no leaks. I'm actually gonna start it and see if it leaks at all. Because I mean, just recently I was in a truck at FedEx and I was part-timing during the winter season or whatever, winter break or whatever the hell you want to call it. And they went and they actually replaced the cooling system in it. And the dude that was always driving it, he didn't say anything that there was an issue with the horsepower in the truck. The truck is normally really, really fast. Like, it is a rocket ship for a diesel truck with, you know, 100,000 miles. It's a big old van. And started her up. See if there's any leaks. I am not seeing anything. Which is a good sign. So really is. We're definitely gonna check it here in a second too. We'll do that after it quiets down a little bit. But yeah, as I was saying, God, that thing is loud when it's in the driveway. It's never in the driveway. And the truck, I mean, it would do, you know, 80 miles an hour without even thinking about it. And then all of a sudden, it went from doing 80 miles an hour to it would do 40 full throttle in like 4th gear, because they did not, what's it called? They didn't do the fan right. They replaced it from another rig, and all the relays and everything were bad. So the fan was constantly on and wouldn't build boost. And the old driver, before I showed up, he didn't know anything about it, didn't say anything, just said the truck was fine. I'm in it for less than 20 minutes, I can tell something's wrong with it. And that was literally because he just didn't pay the fuck attention. So it's really important to always double check these things. I don't know if you heard anything I said, but it's just super important to always do pre-trips, especially like when it's your business on the line and you rely on her to, yeah, no leaky leaks. We're good. I'm gonna check the level and then see if I need to add any. I mean, minus the normal leak like that, but I mean, no actual leaks from what I just did. So that's a good thing. Very, very good thing. But yeah, you always want to do pre-trip. You always, post-trips are blah. I don't really care about those, but pre-trips are the most important thing, I think. But yeah, and then Pathfinder just got home, so that'll be another project video. It'll probably take forever to get to, but yeah, that's pretty much it today. It's just kind of important to, you know, take the time to do these things, especially like when your business revolves around a vehicle. And thankfully right now I'm only working with one vehicle for my business, so the maintenance cost is pretty low. But even if I had 4, 5, 10, whatever, that'd be awesome. If I could grow that much, I would probably still take a weekend to do all the oil changes and tranny flushes and all that stuff, just because it's super important to do that. And it is a lot cheaper doing it yourself. Granted, you go to trade it in or whatever, you don't get, it's not on the Carfax that it's had regular oil changes, but I mean, you can always keep a book of receipts. I have every receipt that I've done to this thing, so, which is super important, not only for write-off purposes, but when you go to get rid of it, people are like, well, nothing was ever done. Then you can pull everything up. So that was just kind of my little spiel for today. I hope it helped out. I hope maybe it didn't. Maybe I'm just an idiot, which is cool. I hope everybody liked it. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one. Who knows what it's gonna be? You never know around here. All right, guys. Peace.